Netflix announced today that they're making an Avatar: The Last Airbender live-action series with the original creators as co-producers. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is a good idea and we should be actually hyped for this. While still worried, we should be hyped. And here's why. The first one, it missed everything that an adaptation needs. The the person making it did not watch the original material, so he had no respect for it. He didn't admire it in his own way. It was done in a movie, which was a show with 22 episodes with two parters. How are you gonna put all that in an hour and a half? It can't be done. Or if it can be done, you have to scrap a lot of stuff, and it's either gonna be a good movie, but not a good adaptation, or a good adaptation, but not a good movie. It doesn't really work. Another thing, this had the two created the show as co-producers. Brick or Michael Damartino and I can't remember the guy's name for some reason. I respect him, but I can't remember his name. Now, this isn't the first time this has happened because Akira Toriyama was also the producer for Dragon Ball Evolution. He was a producer, but that's the thing. You're a producer. You're not a director. You're a producer. So I'm hoping with this time they maybe treat them with some respect and they're actually producers this time. But honestly, there's no guarantee what's gonna happen. Personally, myself, here's why I think this is gonna be not just a good show, a great show. One, as I've already said, they're co-producers. Two, this is a show, not a movie now. This is a show with multiple seasons. Now, honestly, it's probably gonna have the same amount of seasons as Avatar: Last Airbender, which is three. But here's why: a movie can be bad from start to finish, and no one other than the studio knows it's bad. With this show, let's say season one lacks, I don't know, let's say it lacks its own personality, or let's say they're far from the characters. In season two, they can take that feedback. Like for example, let's say in season one, Sokka's not funny like they did in the movie. He wasn't funny. Let's say in season one he's not funny. Now this works because in season one, was Sokka a funny character? He was, but he was not. Like if he wasn't funny in the show, in the live action show in season one, it makes sense. He's much more serious though. They just started the mission. He didn't warm up to Aang yet. But and then they can take that feedback and make him funny in season two, making season two a good season. You see what I'm saying now? So this works. In the long run, this can work. This can work. Plus, that movie came out in 2011. It's 2018. CGI has evolved tremendously. Like I'm not a huge fan of the Flash, but if you look at the Flash and you look at the CGI on the Flash, it's relatively good. Much better than Avatar: Last Airbender. So honestly, that's a good thing. Number three, it honestly cannot get worse from here. No matter what happens, no matter what happens, this show will be a better Avatar: Last Airbender experience than the movie, which we were all hyped for. Well, at least I was. It came out when I was 11 years old, but whatever. So that's a good thing. What else? On what else? We don't know anything about the actors. All we know are the producers. They also said that the show will not be whitewashed, which tells me that the Water Tribe will be actual, Inuit people. Maybe not Inuit, but maybe like darker skin. They weren't dark skin, but they were darker skin. They weren't light skin. They were more like in between dark skin and light skin. So that's a good thing because in the movie, I'm like, why are there so many white people here? And they got the races of the Fire Nation and the Water Tribe mixed up, but that's besides the point. That was that. Let's talk about right now. And right now, we're gonna have a show with racial, well, racially accurate. Is that a term? Whatever. With racially accurate characters, which is still a plus because the last one was not. It can't get worse from that. You know what I mean? It cannot possibly get worse from that. Also, now I'm not gonna say the show can be better than Last Airbender because let's get that in mind because honestly that's probably not gonna happen. But this is honestly like I'm hyped for the show because of that little screenshot and Appa looks like Appa. The Appa in the last movie looked like a Where the Wild Things Are with frog legs. Okay, it didn't work. Honestly, so far that's all the news we have for this. But The hype is there for me. How do you feel about the show? Are you hyped for it, or are you like, ah, more disappointment? Do you think the fact that it's on Netflix makes a difference? Do you think it should have been like maybe not a Nickelodeon show, but do you think it should have been? Do you think it being a Netflix makes a difference? Is what I'm trying to say. Because personally, Netflix shows are usually animation. Well, actually, no, not true, not true. There are live action the Netflix shows, and for the most part, they have their graphic production. So, oh, okay, okay. One last more point. The fact that it's on Netflix and not anything else gives them a lot more freedom. If they want to kill some characters, they can kill some characters because they're not targeted towards children. They're targeted towards teens and adult-ish. So it's probably gonna be rated PG-13. The last one was no offense, but it was a family show. They're not gonna kill characters. They're not gonna burn characters on a family show. They can do that now. Do I think they will? No, not to the extent of like Arrow or Legend of Tomorrow. But I do think we're going to see some characters die, which is honestly something I've always. Oh my god, could you imagine bloodbending? That's messed up. Honestly though, like, I'm genuinely hyped for this show, and I might be disappointed. I might not be. Maybe am I the only one feeling this way? Because I'm feeling a little excited. So how do you feel? Do you think it being on Netflix makes a difference though? I want to know that. Do you think the show being on Netflix makes a difference? I do. But what do you think? As always, comment, subscribe. See what you think. Okay, if you don't think the show's gonna work, you feel free to click that dislike. Cause honestly, if I'm alone in this, I feel kind of sad. But comment down below why. Cause I'm curious.